the 2025 Toronto sports scene is going to be a fascinating one because on top of it, the team that has held the most consistency has been the team that was taking the most heat. That was the Jays.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago, they were getting crushed. No one was talking about Shanahan and Masai. They were just over there doing their own thing. It was Shapiro's got to go. Atkins got to go. What is going to happen here? They're going to pay Vladdy. Tickets are too high. And now all of a sudden they break camp, or they break out of the All-Star break, and they're sitting at the top of the division with a chance, I think, for Ross Atkins to really redeem himself over the next 2 weeks leading up to the trade deadline, where if he hits a grand slam, even a triple, and let's say Santander does return, and I know you mentioned on our show a couple of days ago, you're not necessarily bracing for that, but let's say he does return. Let's say Scherzer stays healthy and has an impact. All of a sudden, Scherzer resign, Santander resign. If they acquire a piece or two, they win the division. Those two pieces play a big role in that. The 180 from Ross Atkins on March 15th, 2025 to what it could be on October 15th, staggering.
Man, you can't buy that PR.
Staggering.
It's amazing. And the thing is about Ross Atkins in these last few years, when I look back through all the trades he's made, there's no disaster. When I look back through the contracts that he's handed out, there's no disaster. There's no Baltimore Orioles, Chris Davis, oh my God, we're still paying this guy type stuff. But they've been missing that magic, and I think they've got that this year. The roster's not notably better by any means. Mm-hmm. It's about who they were. We talked about them being a 500 team a lot of times, but you just need that magic, man. And when it all comes together, the 92 and 93 teams, that wiped away a lot of what people felt about the 80s. When they were close, couldn't quite get there. You just need that to come together at the right time. And for Ross Atkins, man, you hear, dare I say, people saying good things about Ross Atkins in this city right now. It's strange for me.
I didn't hear that for years.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is we would all say certain things about the team. And they would say stuff that was essentially like the complete opposite. No, we believe in this. Our numbers tell us this, and we're sticking to the plan. And everyone's like, are we the ones taking crazy pills, or is it you? And then in a year like this, it kind of proves them right that they were
brother preach.
They kind of did know what they were doing, but it just never came to fruition before. Or is it just a one-off? Or can this be something that they parlay into year after year after year? I'll tell you this though, like you find yourself atop the AL East, you gotta.
Well, now you gotta hammer home.
It is full gas pedal because you don't get chances like this where Yankees are missing a little something, Red Sox are underachieving, Rays are well behind you, Orioles are a disaster. It's got to be full gas pedal now. Like, this is the one where you say, we got to push our chips in.
You have to. When else are you going to do it? That's all I keep coming back to. When else are you going to do it? There's never going to be a better time. They have money. They have players. They have prospects. It's sitting right in front of them. And this is the deadline, and this is probably year 6 of me saying this, whatever, forget the last 5. This is the deadline they'll be judged by because you cannot imagine a better setup than what they have right now. And this is not a year to complement the roster. I do not care if they get a number 7 reliever, a number 5 starter, a bench lefty bat. I don't care. This is the year to raise the ceiling. This is the year to stop acting like the little Toronto Blue Jays and start acting like Toronto.
So you're saying
a big city.
2015
exactly.
Replay, like go get Tulo, go
act
get
like
Price.
New York. Act like LA because that's what Toronto is.
Yeah.
That's how they spend. That's what this city is. It's right in front of them, man. And has there been a little luck to get here? Sure, maybe. But it's all come together, and they've got that magic they were missing when they probably had better rosters. I don't know how to explain it, but it's here, and you can't let it go.
Yeah, it is. And, the spotlight will obviously be on the players, as it should be. Once they get back to it later this week, you got to play, you got to perform. You got other teams that are right there with you. Red Sox have won 10 in a row. Yankees are a couple of games back. You know they're going to be active. Like, there's pressure on Cashman in New York to do things and try to improve that team and help out Aaron Judge. But, yeah, it's a real opportunity. And you're right. In terms of what they're likely to get, I mean, there's names. There's different rumor mills of who could be available and who could not be available. It comes down to more what they're willing to stomach in terms of giving up, right? Because let's say player X is available that makes a lot of sense. If player X is available for the Jays, he's available for all the other teams in baseball that are competing right now. And there's a lot of teams who think they have a legitimate shot. So you're going to get them, but you got to pay. So that's what it's going to come down to. Like, do they have the stomach, Atkins, Shapiro, to put in a big piece, like a big name that that is in the system.
And this is where they can get a piece like that because you're not doing the free agency thing where it's up to the player looking at 5 or 6 different options and he says, well, I got LA, I got New York again. And you're like, well,
you get them and bring them in.
You know, Toronto's like 5th on that list, so
right.
I'm going to go to one of those. Now it's like, no, we're willing to pony up. We can afford you. We want you. We're making the transaction with your manager, and then we're trying to bring you in. So like this is the one, as opposed
you
to
have control over this.
Yeah, trade deadline free agency. This is the one where they can actually land the big fish or have a much better chance of landing the big fish. Because when it comes to free agency, it's always like there's some kind of wart that comes with it. It's like, yeah, Schwarber or Scherzer's here. He might not be able to pitch very much, right? Like it's always that type of
There's
of
a
thing
tax,
right now.
seemingly more of a tax, or you gotta build up your own guys like Vladdy. You gotta find your own guy. You gotta basically develop your own guy, let him pop, and then you gotta pay him.